Hey everyone. I just wanted to come on here really quickly to say how proud I am of all of those who participated in the 5-day personal vision and mission statement challenge. We had an amazing time, and I'm proud of the people who attended live as well as those who are attending via the replays. I had an amazing time creating this experience, and I had an amazing time experiencing the experience because it helped me too, okay, to create my own personal vision and mission for the one goal area that I selected for the 5-day challenge. Now, we have moved a little forward and we will be doing 2 work with me sessions. And the purpose of those work with me sessions is so that we can work together quietly for 90 minutes and we will work on a second goal area. So we've already completed one goal area during the 5-day challenge, but now we're going to add an additional goal area. Our goal is to leverage the last few months of the year so that we can finish strong. And it doesn't mean we have to conquer 999 things. We are going to work on our second goal area. Now, let me tell you my thinking behind it. I had been reading some research that, concentrating on one thing for 30 days is idea. I know for me, if I have 900 things I'm thinking about, I get nothing done. But by us selecting the one goal area during the challenge, we were able to focus on that one goal area. We were able to create our personal vision statement for that goal area. We were able to create our personal mission statement for that goal area. And we were also able to do other things to support us reaching the goals for that one goal area. For example, we created a motivational statement explaining why we selected that particular goal area at this particular time in our lives. We also signed a commitment to ourselves. So we did a lot of work, and I do not want us to fall off. Sometimes it's easy to get started, but sometimes it's hard to keep going. So, the purpose of the work with me sessions is so that we can create a personal mission and a personal vision statement for a second goal area. Now, using the replay, you might even consider getting some of your girlfriends together to have a vision statement party, if you will. Have some hors d'oeuvres. Just be creative. Make this your own. And I just wanted to talk about the work with me sessions. Now, to be clear, during the work with me sessions, we will not be discussing the specifics of what a personal vision statement entails, what a personal mission statement entails, or what a motivation statement entails. For that information, I strongly encourage you to view the 2-day personal vision and mission workshop. It is still available and it is a part of the Create Your Personal Vision and Mission Statement playlist that's available here on the channel. And I will link it in the description. I encourage you to watch that first. Then, if you haven't done so already, or even if you need a refresher, I encourage you to look at the 5-day challenge replays. Those replays provide additional information about what details are included in your individual statements and what they represent and why they are necessary. I give a lot of information in all of those videos. For the 2-day workshop, I put time stamps on those videos. That way, you don't necessarily have to go through all of the housekeeping that I covered each time we met. You can go directly to the specific topics. We'll be meeting, it'll be coming up this Saturday. I'm going to try to pronounce this word correctly. I learned about it when I was working on my doctorate, Pomodoro method. And what the Pomodoro method does is you work for short stints of time. You break up an assignment for a focused period of time. We're going to use 25 minutes and then you break. So for us, we're going to have three sessions of 30 minutes each, meaning that we will be working quietly. You can listen to music if you want. I won't be talking. I'll be working on my own second growth goal area, and we'll work on that for 25 minutes. And then we're going to break for 5 minutes. I really wanted to create a dedicated time and a dedicated space for us to get this done because we are all so very busy. What I also like is that if you are not able to get everything done, like let's say you can't do everything in the period that I've set aside here, you can stop the replay, video, what have you, and come back and revisit it later. Okay. But I did want to do this video because I wanted to explain what you can expect when you do the work with me sessions. I won't be going over any topics. To prepare for the work with me sessions, again, I encourage you, if you haven't done so already, and even if you have and you want a refresher, to view the replays of the 2-day personal vision and mission workshop, as well as the replays of the 5-day personal vision and mission statement challenge. That will give you a lot of background information and help you to be really prepared for us working together. The other thing that you should do by the time that you attend the Work for Me session is to select a goal area. Now, I have created a workbook. I'll show you that here, which is available on Amazon. You do not have to have that to participate. I encourage you to get it, but you don't have to have it. You can just use a dedicated notebook. The workbook is beautiful. It's in color. It's 170 pages. In this workbook, I've outlined 8 goal areas, and those goal areas include spiritual growth, personal growth, health and wellness, family, personal growth, financial stability, social relationships, and renewal and recreation. Now, those are the 8 defined goal areas that I put in, and there are a lot more, okay? And I understand that. So, some of us, we may not want to work on any of those goal areas. In the workbook, I also created 3 customized goal areas. So, what that means is you can select whatever you want to work on. You don't have to pick these goal areas, but select one thing that you're going to work on during the work with me sessions. I'll give you an example. For me, during the 5-day challenge, and again, let me say this, the additional goal area should be different than the one that you worked on during the 5-day challenge. So during the 5-day challenge, I worked on health and wellness. That's the goal area that I worked on. I worked on health and wellness. Okay. And I completed, got my stickies on personal vision for health and wellness. You can see health and wellness at the top. I also completed my personal mission, my why for health and wellness, and I completed my motivational statement for health and wellness. So you see, I focused on one area. That's what we all focused on during the challenge. And then at the bottom, of course, we have the commitment statement. We dated it. And then we also did a reflection, a 7-day reflection. I did that. I want to say we did that last week. So there's areas to do your reflection. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to do it a little better, but you can do your reflection there. So there is a place to do a 7-day reflection, a 30-day reflection, a 60-day. And again, you do not have to use the workbook to participate. It is not mandatory. It's completely optional. I really created the workbook for myself, but other people may find it helpful. Having said that, please have one selected goal area that you want to work on for this work with me sessions. Okay. And let's say that you were not able to complete a goal area during the 5-day challenge. That's fine. You can do the work with me sessions with us. The only thing is if you are just joining us, make sure that you have viewed again. I want to say it because it's very important because the workshop explains the elements that I encourage you to have in your personal vision statement, in your personal mission statement, in your personal motivation statement, and in your commitment statement. I explain the purpose of each one of those statements and how they work together to help you move towards making your goal area a reality. The other thing I want to remind you of, and I kind of said this over and over again in all of my prior videos and streams as it relates to creating your personal vision and mission, is this is not about perfection. This is about progression. So any little step that you accomplish or make, understand that is important. Okay. We're not here to be perfect. If we were here to be perfect, I wouldn't even be doing this challenge because there's so many things that I would have done differently had things been perfect, right? Meaning the challenge probably would not have occurred and the workbook would not have been released. Okay. So I just want to give you a few things to maybe consider as you prepare for the work with me session. I don't want this to be a long video, but I kind of wanted to give just a few tips to prepare your mindset to participate in this work with me. Find some place that's quiet if you can. I realize some of us, we are not living alone. We live with other people. Finding a quiet space can be challenging. Have noise, maybe music that you like. I personally absolutely love the way it sounds to hear the birds chirping outside my window. Okay. Now that means that sometimes I have to hear a dog barking or I have to hear a lawnmower, but I also love the way it smells when the wind blows, like now that we just got a little breeze. And I love the smell. Get someplace that's comfortable for you. Try to declutter your space. I unfortunately have not decluttered my space. That actually should be one of my goal areas, but I've kind of moved things around to make myself comfortable. Speaking of comfort, get comfortable. If you want to stay in your PJs or your loungewear, grab your favorite blanket. I have my favorite throw blanket here, some socks, whatever you need, have that ready. Okay. Stay nourished and hydrated. Maybe have yourself a cup of herbal tea available. Prep you some lemon, some cucumber water, some healthy snacks if you want. I already spoke about adding some sensory. I talked about the outside, maybe adding some candles, some essential oils. I'll be wearing my favorite perfume. Okay. Some people may choose to bring in fresh flowers, a plant, or even some artwork that inspires beauty. Just make this your own experience because it really is your own. The other thing that I would encourage you to do, and I can't stress it enough, is to schedule your sessions. So the first session is going to be Saturday, November the 8th, and we'll be coming on from 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I believe that's 11 a.m. Central Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you're watching from the future, you watch it however you want. The following, and that's going to be November the 1st. The next session, I think I plan to have that on Saturday, November, I think that's the 15th. So, again, if you're watching from the future, you're watching a replay, you get to do this however you want. You get to break it up, you could do it whatever you like. Again, please make this your own. And then the other thing I really, really encourage you to do, you guys, is to unplug from distractions. Get off the grid. Disengage from your phone, from everything that you can. Now, I know that it may be unrealistic for some of us to just totally disengage. I get that, right? But as much as you can disengage, I did mention that I encourage you to maybe play some soft music, some kind of music that you like that encourages you. For me, I love listening to gospel music. I also love to listen to piano playing when I'm writing, reflective writing. So, what you'll find during the work with me sessions, we're going to be working for 25 minutes. I'm not going to tell you where to start. I will put prompts up for those who do not have the workbook. Like I'll put personal vision statement and personal mission statement. And I also will put the goal areas. But if you've watched the videos I've encouraged you to watch, then you should be well on your way as it relates to working this out for yourself. I will be working on my own personal goal area. So I'll mute myself because I'll have on music and I will give you the time. I'll say we're going to work for 25 minutes, and then I will let you know when it's the 5 minute break. Then I'll let you know that this is round one because we're going to do 3 rounds of 30 minutes each for a total of 90 minutes. And then I'll tell you when the next one starts. Okay, 25 minutes, and from there. So I really, really look forward to seeing you this weekend. I'm excited. I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye.